Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Bob DiMaria with another episode of Ask Dr. Bob from Westlake, Ohio and Naples, Florida. Dr. Bob, how do you clean the bile duct? And then you are so kind to say thank you in advance. So the gallbladder drains via a duct, D-U-C-T. So let's just say that you have thick, pasty bile in your liver. What I would encourage all of you to do is to eat at least a half a red apple every day, beet fiber, a medium carrot, radishes, I'm going to add another new item, artichoke. Those foods help your liver function better, especially that half an apple every day. It helps thin bile. It really comes down to liver function because the liver is releasing, think I'm going to say this to you, thick pasty bile, kind of like a real gooey syrup. It's going to cause clogging. You know, it's just like balsamic vinegar. I've seen some balsamic vinegar that's called the reserve that's thick and pasty, and there's other degrees of balsamic vinegar that are thin. So as an analogy, you want to eat that half an apple every day. That's so significant because 500,000 gallbladders are taken out every year, and people have their gallbladders out, have other potential health issues afterwards. Tremendous question. Dr. Bob, what do you suggest for a chronic sinus problem? My nose does not stop running. Now, what I have found is there are common foods that will create a histamine reaction. A histamine reaction means your body uses histamine to kind of like cool everything down. And for those of you that take antihistamines, you're really not getting to the cause of the problem, you're treating symptoms. Commonly, wheat, dairy, peanut butter, and sugar are the four culprits that seem to create distress to the body, creating this histamine reaction, having extra fluid in your body, and creating distress. I would back off those four foods. Now, you may consider doing a test called the FIT, F-I-T test, to see what you're sensitive to. So I just gave you the most four common foods. It could be any food that your body has a sensitivity to, and it's usually the foods that you're craving. Also, because of our chiropractic practice, oftentimes people have a misalignment on the second cervical on the left side. We oftentimes see sinuses open up with appropriate spinal adjustments, but wheat, sugar, dairy, peanut butter can be a distress. Tremendous question. Dr. Bob, I have morning headaches. What might be causing them, and how can I reduce the intensity? It's a really good question because morning headaches, from my experience, are common with a low thyroid gland. I'm not saying that's the only reason, but common with the low thyroid gland that goes away as the day goes on. Back off eating fruit and sweets before you go to bed at night, and you might consider having your thyroid tested. You want your TSH, your T3, your T4 tested so you could come up with a plan. A lot of times chronic sensitivity to seasonal allergies could actually be a iodine deficiency. So you have all these possibilities, but morning headaches are common with a low thyroid. Great questions today. I'm Dr. Bob DiMaria.